They left my daughter alone on Christmas. Then what I did them, you will know in this story. I was working a double shift in the ER on Christmas Eve, stitching up drunk drivers, calming scared kids, saving lives. My parents were hosting their annual perfect family Christmas at their $1.2 million lake house. They invited my sister, her husband, their 2 kids, even their dog. But when my 16-year-old daughter, Emma, showed up with a homemade pie and a handmade card, my mother looked her in the eye and said, "There's no room for you at the table, Emma. Go home." She drove 45 minutes alone in the snow, spent Christmas Eve in an empty house, cried herself to sleep with the lights off. I didn't yell. I didn't call. I finished my shift, went home, and wrote a letter that would end their legacy forever. This isn't just revenge. This is maternal justice. And if you think family should always come first, you've never been the daughter they pretend doesn't exist. The daughter they never wanted. My name is Rebecca Shaw. I grew up in a strict, image-obsessed family in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. My sister, Claire, was the golden child blonde. Thin, married young to a lawyer. 2 perfect kids. Always posting blessed on Instagram. I was the mistake. Born when mom was 42. Too old for this, she'd say. I got pregnant at 19 by a man who vanished. Instead of support, I got silence. When Emma was born, my parents refused to hold her. "She's a reminder of your failure," Dad said. I raised her alone, worked nights as an ER nurse, lived in a tiny apartment, but I gave her love, stability, and a future. Every Christmas, I'd ask if Emma could join them. "Not this year," Mom would say. "It's just family." But Claire's always invited. They're friends. Always welcome. Emma stopped asking by age 12. But this year she wanted to try one last time. "I made Grandma's favorite pie," she said, eyes hopeful. "She see I'm not a mistake." I kissed her forehead. "Go, but don't stay if they're cruel." I went to work, saved 3 lives that night, and got a text from Emma at 10:17 p.m. They said I'm not welcome. Driving home, "Don't worry." Then, a photo. Her car parked in our dark driveway, snow falling, lights off. Alone on Christmas Eve. The letter. I came home at 7 a.m. Emma was asleep on the couch, still in her coat. The pie sat untouched on the counter. I didn't cry. I brewed coffee, sat at the kitchen table, and wrote a letter. Not to them. To their lawyer. You see, my parents owned everything in a revocable living trust, set up to avoid probate. They thought they were smart, but they made one mistake. They named me as the successor trustee in case something happened to them. Why? Because Claire isn't responsible with money. Ironic, isn't it? The mistake daughter, trusted with their entire estate. The letter said, effective immediately. I am exercising my authority as successor trustee to freeze all assets, revoke access to the lake house, and initiate a full audit of trust expenditures. Reason: emotional abuse of a minor beneficiary, Emma Shaw, age 16, on December 24, 2024, constitutes a breach of fiduciary duty to protect family welfare. You have 24 hours to vacate the property. I printed it. Drove to their house, slipped it under the door at 8:03 a.m. Then I went back to bed, let them find it over breakfast. The Fall, by Shanwu Jodiant. My phone exploded. Mom, what is this? You can't do this. Dad will sue you. Claire, you're ruining Christmas. I didn't answer. At 10 a.m., the property manager showed up, keys in hand. Ma'am, I need you to leave. The trust has been frozen, they screamed. Threw dishes, took photos of their precious china, but the house, locked. Utilities, cut off by noon. I'd already filed paperwork with the county, changed locks, redirected mail, transferred the deed to a new trust with Emma as sole beneficiary. Their perfect Christmas ended with them checking into a Motel 6, but I wasn't done. I called the local news. Not to expose them, but to announce something beautiful. Nurse Rebecca Shaw is donating her parents' lake house to Hope Haven, a shelter for teen moms and their children. The reporter asked why. I said, because every child deserves a seat at the table, especially on Christmas. The aftermath. The story went viral. Local news, national blogs, even Good Morning America. Donations poured in for Hope Haven. Volunteers signed up. Emma cried when she saw the ribbon cut. You did this for me. No, I said. I did it for every girl who's ever been told she's not enough. My parents, they tried to fight me in court, but the trust documents were clear. As successor trustee, I had full authority. An emotional abuse of a minor. That's grounds for removal of beneficiaries, the judge ruled. House permanently donated. All future trust distributions redirected to Emma. My parents barred from contacting her. Claire blocked me on everything. Good. She chose them. Today, Emma is applying to nursing school. Says she wants to save people like you saved me. And every Christmas, we host 20 teen moms and their babies at the lake house. Full table, full hearts, no one left out. The truth. I know what you're thinking. Wasn't that harsh? No, it was necessary. Family isn't blood. It's who shows up, who makes space, who says, you belong. My parents had 16 years to choose Emma. They chose pride instead. So, I chose justice. And if you're watching this, working holidays while your family pretends you don't exist, know this. Your love is not conditional. Your child is not a burden. And your revenge, it doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's just a letter and the courage to send it. If this story moved you, smash that like button. Subscribe for more true stories of maternal strength, betrayal, and quiet revenge. Drop a heart in the comments if you've ever been the unwelcome one, and rose anyway. You're not alone. You're just getting started.